Hello there, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of April 11th through the 17th. What you guys have coming up for Monday is you have the Sun card. The Sun card is just telling me that you are spending some time on Monday doing exactly what you want to do, exactly the way you want to do it without any kind of third-party interference. This is one of those times whenever you go to sleep at night and you go, wow, I had fun today and I was productive. I got stuff done. Yay. Okay, so that's your Monday. Tuesday, what we have coming up is we have the Justice card in reverse. Justice card in reverse just tells me that there is something that you are being judged about. To me, well, there's a couple of ways that this comes in. First of all, the first most prominent way, so I feel like this is probably what's going to be happening to most of you, there is somebody who's going to be coming at you with a little bit of judgment for what you've been doing or who you are or something in your life. So obviously you don't always want to take those people too personally. Just because there's a bunch of them out there doesn't mean they're necessarily right. The other way, though, that this is coming in is that there may be, for those of you who have a court case that's coming up on Tuesday or some meeting with any kind of individual who's making some kind of judgment about you or about a situation. This can be a meeting with people from a union or a meeting with people from your family, or any kind of court thing. When justice comes in reverse, this just means that whatever the outcome is of this judgment that's being made, it's not a fair outcome, that somebody's making this decision without all the information or from a skewed point of view or something like that. So it's not a fair outcome that comes in on Tuesday. Now, for those of you who have been operating above board and trying to do the best you can, that not being a fair outcome is not such good news. For those of you Cancers who have been operating below the board, so to speak, trying to be sneaky and get away with stuff, this could be a decent outcome for you. So that's what you guys have coming up. The other way also that this can be coming in, and like I said, this is going to come in different ways for each one of you. And also, you guys need to be aware, this is a general reading. And I try to bring this up at some point every time. General readings just means that not everything is going to apply to you. Hopefully, most of it will apply to most of you. Every once in a while, there's going to be someone out there that it doesn't apply to at all. It's just the way it is. Whenever you have thousands of people looking at videos or hundreds of people looking at videos, not everything can fit every single person. Life just is not like that. Pretty amazing how much does fit most people, actually. But anyway, it's a general reading. If you have a specific question and if you want to actually make a decision, then I would get a private reading if it was me. Excuse me. All right, so anyway, let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday, you have the Hierophant coming up. The Hierophant's coming a lot this week. Hierophant in reverse, I should say. And he is coming up in reverse so far 3 times out of 3 times, and this is the 4th video. So the Hierophant in reverse just means that you're doing something that's traditional in a non-traditional type of way on Wednesday. I had this come up before and someone wrote in the comments that she had gone to a same-gender wedding on that day. So obviously there, a wedding is something that's very traditional. It's been around for centuries and centuries. Same gender is a little bit of a modern twist or a unique or original twist on something traditional because it's only been around for what? Officially here in this country, maybe for a decade or 2. Definitely it's come around since I was born. So yeah, doing something traditional with a non-traditional twist on Wednesday. Doesn't have to be a same-gender wedding. That's just an example. Moving on to Thursday, the Emperor is showing up for you Cancers in reverse. This just means that you're dealing with somebody who's a little bit shady. They don't really shoot from the hip. They're not going to be completely honest with you. They don't have any problem with manipulating a situation or words to get you to do what they think should be done because in their mind they know the best, really doesn't matter what conditions are or what the situation is. You should just do what they want you to do. And that's what they think. So you're dealing with this person on, or this type of personality on Thursday. Have fun with that one. Okay, so Friday, Nine of Coins showing up in reverse. Nine of Coins in reverse just means that overall you're pretty happy with how you have your life set up. You know, you're pretty happy with the work that you have. You're pretty happy with your home life. You're pretty happy in general. But when the Nine of Coins is in reverse, there's like one little fly in the ointment that's really bugging you. And so on Friday, you're kind of noticing that fly in the ointment. Also, when I see this card coming in reverse, it's telling me that a lot of you are taking action to get that fly out of the ointment. So if your commute to work is too long, you may be doing something to find a location that is closer to work at, or you may be moving home so that you're closer to work, just kind of depending which is more important to you. If this is some kind of mannerism that you have that sort of bothers you, you're kind of aggravated with yourself for doing this, this may be you changing that. I have a friend who started making YouTube videos and realized that she said a lot on the videos, and that was driving her crazy when she would see her videos come back at her. And so she made a very conscious effort to change that. It could be something, you know, along those lines. Lots of different ways that this could manifest, but just something that you're not happy about with your life, even though overall you are pretty happy with your life. This one thing I see you making some changes about. Now, let's look at Saturday. Saturday, you have the High Priestess in reverse. This is my denial card, guys. Denial. It's supposed to be a river in Egypt. Okay, so basically what we have going on here Saturday is you're getting some kind of red flags about some situation, whether it's work, whether it's a relationship, could really be any situation. This card is not specific on what situation it is, but you're getting those red flags and you're denying them. You're ignoring them. You're not taking any kind of action to find out more information or to change things a little bit or to even set boundaries for yourself so that you're in a respectable position with whatever this situation is, because you're ignoring some red flags. Now, for some of you, these aren't even red flags that you're ignoring. You're kind of ignoring some green flags. So maybe you have, like where the first person that I'm talking about would have an attitude of, oh, things are going okay, things are fine, nothing to worry about here. You may have the opposite attitude. You may be going, nothing ever works for me. This is not going to work, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what all you would say because I try to stay out of that area as much as I can, that little negative pit area. But maybe you have that type of attitude about something, and so you have some really good signs coming in. For some of you, this is the way it's manifesting. You have some good signs coming in about a situation that you're being really overwhelmingly pessimistic about, and you're like missing the good signs. It's like you're sweeping the good signs up under the carpet and not paying attention to them. Don't do that. Don't do that. But this is what this card is showing. For some of you, you're taking red flags and sweeping them under the carpet. For others of you, you're taking green flags and sweeping them under the carpet. Be in touch with now. Be in touch with what's really going on. Pay attention to those flags. Red, yellow, green, whatever. Rainbow colored, doesn't matter. Pay attention to them. Sacred Spirit gives us these flags because we need them. They're our guidance. Pay attention. All right, so you have free will. You've seen this. If you've seen this ahead of time, you have the chance to change that. Your decision whether you do it or not. All right, so let's move on to Sunday. King of Coins showing up in reverse. This just tells me that somebody is trying to shake you down, baby. They're asking you for money. Money, money, money. They're telling you what they're going to be spending the money on. I feel like for most of you, they are saying what they're spending the money on. Mostly. So they're going to give you a reason why they want this money or need this money. I don't think you're going to get the full story about what's going to happen with this money. For some people who are getting this money from you, I feel like You're actually giving them a little bit more than they asked for just in case. And they're loving them more than they asked for because now they can go out and do things that they didn't tell you about. For some of you, I don't feel like you're giving a little more than they asked for, and they're still going out and doing things with this money that they didn't tell you about, and things that they didn't really tell you about because they knew you would not be contributing to those types of activities. So be careful about sharing your resources on Sunday. Make sure things are as they appear before you turn loose of them. Otherwise, you may get a little surprise later on about where that moolah went to. Okay? So that is your week, Cancers. Thank you so much for stopping by, for hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. Everyone have a fantastic week, and I will see you back here the next time. Peace out.